Hello everyone. So this video will go over a little bit of my calendar, campaign update, and then we will talk a little bit about our current representative and his votes, really just showing up or more so not showing up over a short period of time there. So this week, covering 9 through 12 April, on the 9th, I will be in Meigs County. That is at the courthouse at 7 p.m., and I will be addressing their Republican Party there. On the 10th, I will be in Camden, Tennessee. And then what I'm doing in Camden, Tennessee is I am visiting Tactical Response, and I actually do some role playing for their force on force class is what it does. And then actually on the 11th, the morning, I have an appointment up there with a business owner and have a discussion with him about some things that could potentially lead into podcast stuff. So, and then also back up to the 10th. So I'll role play up there, and then I will also be on the live stream that night, and that starts at 6, I believe it. No, 7. Starts at 7 p.m. So the 10th, and that's at Tactical Response. And it's on YouTube, and it is James Yeager of Tactical Response. So I will be on that. And then the 11th, so I have that meeting, and then I will be in Tullahoma, and that is at the VFW district meeting. And then nothing scheduled yet for the 12th. So if you have something you'd like, drop me a comment, and we can see about getting me arranged to show up and meet and talk. Now, so campaign update, and this information is off the Tennessee Secretary of State website. They track the elections, and so what this is, so names that are on that they've processed, and then a status, and this is in particular to the petitions. So part of the process is you must get 25 verified signatures, and that's of registered voters within the district. And then it gets verified through the Secretary of State and the federal and the Elections Commission. So first up, Thomas E. Davis. That's me, in case you're wondering. And then my signatures have been approved. So the signatures on the petition approved. Next, Scott Desjardins, signatures approved. And the window for the approvals was February 5th, I believe it was, through the 4th, the noon on the 4th of April. You had to have them turned in. So, and this is as of today. Well, actually, when I pulled it up, they're showing the 5th. So I don't know if there'll be any updates to this. So anyway, again, our incumbent, Congressman Scott Desjardins, his signatures have been approved. Joe Doctora, signatures approved. Joshua James, signatures approved. Ricky Dean Minton, and these are all Republicans that I'm talking about now. The petition was issued. Michael David Nims, the petition was issued. So I don't know if they're still in the process. I was told it may take some time to rotate through, so I'll check this probably every couple of days. But right now, as it stands, there are 4 of us that will be on the ballot, and I am assuming that the other ones, that's just approval through the Secretary of State. So I'm going to go out on a limb. I can't verify, or as we sit here talking, whether they have paid their fee to the Republican Party to be on the ballot, because that's another part of it. And then also verifying their voting record is another part of being on the primary ticket. Now, the next ones, and this one, just one so far, a Democratic challenger. Their process, I'm guessing, is the same with the signatures. There's no guess on that. That is how it is. But as far as paying the party, I don't know. I would have to imagine, since the stuff is state law, that it would be. And that is Victoria Isabel Broderick, and signatures approved. Next is an independent, Ernest Ensley, signatures approved. Another independent, Keith Nolan, signatures approved. And then the last one, I am straight up going to butcher this. I apologize to this person. I'm doing my best. If you want to look at it and read it, go on to the Tennessee Secretary of State website. But Kamai Marion Day Rozier, another independent, and that one was just issued. So I don't know if they're in the process of still being verified or if they just opted not to turn it in. Now, for the independent or the ones running as independent, there's no primary for them. So you will see those, the ones with signatures approved, you will see them on the ballot in August. The other ones we're talking about, the primary election, which is August 1st. Did I say that other one? In November for those independents, you'll see them on that ballot. The rest of them, August 1st for the primary election. So I did a little bit of research on some of these other ones. Joe Doctora, as long as it's the guy, he is a doctor out of Smyrna, Murfreesboro area. Does not have a campaign website that I could find. Joshua James, same deal. I looked at him. In fact, we'll do this together like right now, and I will pull him up, or I'll just, and this is just a DuckDuckGo search I'm doing. And then I have started looking at some of them to see if they're on Ballotpedia. Joe Doctora is, I believe, on Ballotpedia. Joshua James, I believe, is not. And so part of the requirement to get onto or win red, Ballotpedia, you have to fill it out. You go through, do questionnaires, and enter your information. Win red is the Republican fundraising machine, and again, this is you put the information in. But part of the requirements are a website. So if you're not on WinRed, you don't have a website. Now, Joe Doctora, I did find a website, but it's his business. He's a dentist. He said, I'm guessing, I don't know how many Joe Doctoras there are running around. I would imagine not a lot. So wow, I didn't think that'd be that common. So let's see how to search. Let's do Joshua Jones, or no, it should be James. So I think it changed it on me. Oh, here we go. All right. Looks like Joshua James is on Ballotpedia. All right, there we go. He must have just updated this. So, okay. So you can find information about him. And let's go through Ballotpedia here. Huh. Okay, so he's been running for a minute, it looks like. Done this a couple times. Interesting that I didn't find a website for him. 2014, he ran as an independent for the U.S. Senate. All right, very nice. Okay, so there is Joshua James. You can find him on Ballotpedia. It came up different when I was looking at it before. All right, there we go. And then, yep, so you can read all about him. Oh, here, wait, no, that's old stuff. Okay, so there you go. Research candidates, I'll keep looking into it myself, see what everybody else is, and I'll keep doing the updates here. But so that's where we are on the candidates so far that'll be on. Like I said, we'll keep at that. Next one, and this is off of Congressman Desjarlais's own website, desjarlais.house.gov. And this is, they are back in session now. You look at the calendar, sometimes I'm wondering what the heck they're doing up there. Guess we'll find out, right? But of note here, and this is from March 20th, and this is on page 1. we'll just do that because I'm not going to roll back. So on the 21st, they had 6 pieces of legislation, and he showed up to vote for all of them. So good job. And then on the 22nd of March, there were 3 items. One was a resolution, and the other 2 were motions. Congressman Desjardins showed up and voted for the resolution. He voted no. I didn't read into this, but he voted. He said nay to this House resolution, providing for the concurrence by the House in the Senate amendment to HR 2882 with an amendment. They just give you the notes, and then you can dig into it. But he showed up. He voted nay on that one, and then the other 2 for that day, he decided not to show up. I don't know why. I think maybe I will call and ask. And in speaking of calling and asking, so I was at the Reagan Day dinner last week in Bedford County, and I met Congressman Desjardins there. He seemed like a pleasant enough man. We interacted, talked a little bit. So, but prior to that day, I called the DC office, and I was asking in particular about the schedule, where I could see him in the district when they're on break. And best answer was Google it, and he did to where the Reagan Day and the Lincoln Day dinners are, and that's probably where he'll be. Now I understand fundraiser stuff and that, but we should probably be able to interact with our representatives out in the district on when they're back here. Again, reasonable. I'm not expecting him to work, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but we should be able to, to have it put out. And at least now he does have there's a YouTube where you can see stuff that he has, but it's generally clips from where he's been on WTN in particular, and then just other news stuff. So to me, do videos of what we're doing, and this what I'm doing right now is something that I will continue at least weekly or every other week. Updates on the bills and what we are doing in DC. Some of the stuff I've read through is like, what are these guys are like? Seriously, this is what they're doing. It's ridiculous. So there is that, and then it's just going through the process now. Some of the legislation, I heard there's like 2,000 pieces of legislation come through. Are you kidding me? Man, no wonder they're regulating us into oblivion. But there we have it. That's part of what I would like to do going up there, is to streamline this stuff, get the government, the federal government, out of our dang business. We are grown. We can take care of ourselves. That was the point of this exercise, self-governance, in particular. And I've listened to David Crockett's autobiography, and he is actually there's a David Crockett Park in Lawrence County that when I get back over there I will go see, and then I'm allotting a little more time to read some of the history along the way. But we just did stuff. We did not need to wait around for the government to tell us to do stuff, what we can and can't do. Now again, things have changed, so some legislation, but the issue being is the regulation and these federal agencies that we've created, this ginormous beast. We need to peel it back. So that's how we do it. Let's start asking some questions, looking at things a little differently. Again, back to the Constitution, and understand what general welfare means, and that benefits everybody. So there is that. Very good. I think that I hope to see any of you out there. If you need any additional information, drop a comment down there. If you happen to have the time to go to the Camden and take that class, it's called The Fight, and I would recommend, if you have not taken any other training, do not get that class. Take a pistol class first, and take a first aid class before you go up there. And they have a whole those 3 like right in a row. They'll put them on. So there is that. But yeah, definitely don't go buy that class just to come up and see me. The like I said, let me know in your county, wherever you're at, and we can set it up. So I do recommend the training, though. Go get some. That's what the Second Amendment is all about. Well regulated means trained and proficient, and that's how we should be. And that's how you do it, is go seek training. So there we have it. All right, I pushed a little long on this one. In some of these, I think I may talk a little bit more just as we get to know each other, but I'm trying to keep these under 10 minutes. Your time is important, and I do appreciate you putting in the effort to listen to me and research your candidates, because it is time for change. It is, and yeah, it is time for change. We need people that are serious about this stuff, about streamlining the government, securing the borders, and reeling in this deficit spending. It's going to destroy us. So there's that again. And if you care to, like I say, drop the comments. Any follow-ups, we'll do other videos, or if it's something I can take care of on the spot, I'll reply to you. But mostly it'll be videos. And so yeah, drop the comments, like, dislike, whichever button you feel is appropriate. And until the next one.